What better way to celebrate Memorial Day than with a week-long festival devoted to real stories and real heroes? I'm here at the 8th annual GI Film Festival, and I can't wait to see Fort Bliss tonight. Fort Bliss is directed by DC's own Claudia Myers, and I'm hoping I can find her around here somewhere. That's all ahead on Picture Lock.
I'm WTOP film critic Jason Fraley, and I'm here with
Kevin Sampson of PictureLockShow.com.
Yes, both in the WAFCO, Washington Area Film Critics Association. We're here
Definitely.
at the DC East Coast premiere of Fort Bliss, written and directed by Claudia Myers, who just happens to be a former professor of ours at American University in the master's program.
Exactly. So for us, this is not only us watching people go in our shot, but it's also us connecting with our former professor. And not only that, as filmmakers, you and I, Jason, this is amazing, right? A DC not born and bred, but a DC
Lives
director,
here now, yeah.
Exactly, that's actually out here doing it. Just recently got distribution at Cannes. This is amazing.
And you know, we can't say enough good things about Claudia Myers. You know, she's one of the hardest working professors at American University. I will just say that, you know, just because she's not listening here, so she doesn't get all embarrassed. But no, this is a cool deal for Claudia to be able to come home and show it here in the city that she lives and teaches. And you know, and she's a mother too, and you can see that shine through in the movie.
Right.
She did a lot of work with the military, with, you know, documentaries and training videos for the military. So it all kind of comes together in what I like to call, it's like the Hurt Locker meets Kramer versus Kramer.
I know. I heard your interview on WTOP. Man, that was a really good interview. I loved, though, what Claudia said, just in how her actual real life informed a lot of her writing on Fort Bliss. And I can't wait to see the movie. I don't know if you saw it already, but
I saw a rough cut about a year ago. This has
Okay.
been a while, so I'm interested to see, you know, what the rest of that post-production process went like, and, you know, how this final cut compares to the rough cut. I'm really excited to see how it came out.
yeah, definitely. Well, it's Kevin Sampson, Picture Lock, and
Jason Fraley, WTOP, and we're excited for the GI Film Fest, ready to go. Fort Bliss.
yeah. I just ran into a friend of the show, Mr. Pierre Bagley, the director of the MPTD.
Yes.
Pierre, what brings you out to the GI Film Festival?
Well, the filmmaker, the producer.
Awesome.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. The producer of this film is a good friend of ours, and we wanted to come out and support him. So we bought a whole block of tickets to work with him and the distributor to get the word out.
Claudia Myers, speaking of, as a DC filmmaker,
Yes.
just got distribution.
Yes.
What do you think that means coming from the DC MPTD?
Well, I think it means that you can make independent film anywhere in the world, and if it's quality and if it's a story that has an audience, you can get the film out.
Yeah, definitely. And congratulations to you from the rough.
Yeah.
It just came out. How are you
Yes.
feeling about that?
Well, the film came out nationwide. We were in about 500 theaters, and it did okay. You know, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more aggressive push, but distribution isn't what I do. I'm a filmmaker, so I was happy to get the movie out.
Have a great time tonight.
Yes.
And it's definitely great to see you out in the community.
Yes.
Because as, you know, director, a lot of times you can just be in this chair and never out, but it's really good to see you.
Well, remember, I'm not a film commissioner, I'm a filmmaker. Film commissioner is just something I do. I'm a filmmaker, it's what I am.
All right, man.
Thanks,
It's good
brother.
to see you.
man. Be good, brother. All right, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. And that's some true talk.
My man. It's crazy. I ran into Catalina Parks and her husband, friends of the show, as always. Guys, what brings you here to the GI Film Festival?
Well, I wanted to check out Fort Bliss because I know I wanted to meet Claudia Myers, which is a local producer, and also Mike Hardy, who I met last year. So I wanted to to check out the film. And also, there is a Colombian actor, Manolo Cardona. He's in the movie, so I definitely want to see it. And I love all the actors, the other actors as well.
Okay, cool. How about you?
Yeah, I'm just here supporting as well, and I think what a great thing to do on Memorial Day weekend,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So,
Exactly. What better way to kick it off?
what better way to celebrate?
Exactly.
Yes.
In Fort Bliss, the movie is obviously about a female medic that comes home and is really trying to win her son back after being toured over in Afghanistan. So, you know, as you said, we're taking this moment just to kind of reflect on those that have served. What do you think you look to gain from or insight from the movie?
I think it's gonna, you know, it's probably a real, brings awareness, and it's an eye-opener, I think, to just see what it's like for, you know, another part of women obviously coming back from the military and the challenges that they face, and which, you know, are for men as well and families in general. But it's going to be especially interesting to see, I think, from that perspective. That's a unique challenge that women face, being reunited with their kids, you know, after being away for so long.
Right, definitely. Well, guys, thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too. Thank you.
All right. I'm here with another friend of the show, Lamont Easter. Now, this guy is all over Facebook. If you follow him on Facebook or Twitter, like, you're gonna know like his day at lunch and what he was doing and everything. Dude, you are a superstar, though. It's good to see you.
Thank you. It's great to see you.
What brings you out to the film festival?
Well, the GI Film Fest, I'm looking forward to seeing a great film. It's Memorial Day, so what better way to, you know, celebrate and to support local film people in the industry. Absolutely.
Definitely. As a DC actor, we've talked about this before on the show. What does it mean to you that a DC director gets distribution at Cannes, just got the best narrative film here at the GI Film Festival? What does that mean for you as a DC actor?
I think it's fantastic. I mean, we're getting recognition. The city, the work that we do, the artists that come from here. This region has a lot of talent to offer. I'm excited about it. I think we're going to have fantastic things to offer in the future collectively. Pierre Bagley has come in and hit the ground running and is just doing fantastic things. We just have a animation firm relocating from LA to DC.
Yeah.
Potentially hundreds and hundreds of jobs. So it's absolutely fantastic. So looks like we're progressing on the film and entertainment map.
Right, definitely. Well, Lamont, thank you for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it. It's always a friend to picture lock.
Absolutely.
And on Facebook.
Hey.
Right, so I bumped into WTOP film critic Jason Fraley, but we really bumped into the star of the film, Oaks Begley. Oaks, it's so great to see you out here tonight. How are you feeling?
Great. I mean, I feel I really liked the film when I was in Newport Beach. And I saw it for the first time, and I really liked it.
Awesome.
What's it like having Michelle Monaghan as a mom on screen?
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I really like being able to be in the army truck.
That's nice.
That was really cool.
What was one of the most difficult scenes for you as an actor?
The scenes where I had to be angry, because I wasn't really that angry.
All the time.
Right. What did you think about? Did you think about like if your PlayStation broke or
How do you get mad?
Anything that makes me mad. Anything.
Did you do you have a favorite part of the movie when you watch it? Do you have a scene where you look at it and say, I was really good in that scene?
Well, I like the scene when I was angry and I got to throw the food on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
I had to throw it down on the floor I just shoved the plate off the table.
Awesome. So Oaks, what are you looking forward to doing in the future? You have a long career ahead of you. Are you going to continue in acting?
Sky's the limit.
I don't really know.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, well, I am in Boardwalk Empire, the HBO show.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, good luck with your career. I can't wait to see the film tonight. We're so excited, and congratulations. You guys won the Best Narrative Feature.
Thanks.
Enjoy tonight, okay?
right. I just ran into the producer of Fort Bliss, Mr. John Sullivan. John, congratulations. This is the East Coast premiere tonight. Are you looking forward to?
Very much looking forward to the East Coast premiere, and we're very grateful that the GI Film Festival selected this film. We feel like this is a great fit for us, and it's a tremendous night to sell out. You know, we can't, be sad with that. So we're happy.
Definitely, and congratulations on two things. One, best narrative here at the GI Film Fest, and then also for distribution that you guys just got for the film at Cannes. What does that feel like as a producer?
Well, it's a tremendous honor, both of them. I don't know what I'm happier with. I mean, to actually, get voted the best narrative feature is such an honor, especially because our core audience is military. So it's just a tremendous feeling. And then in terms of distribution, it's the holy grail for independent films, right?
Right.
So we'll be out in the fall, and hopefully you'll be here with a camera and a microphone asking me again how I feel then, and I'll tell you I'm even more elated.
That'd be awesome.
So it's very exciting. It's good to see that the film gets out there, because that's what we try to do when we make independent films, is get it in front of audiences.
And just on a personal note, as a producer, what attracted you to the material?
Wow, there's a lot of different things that attracted me to the material. I think that one of the most important things is that there's a huge issue of how do you balance career and family. And it crosses outside of the military, but then the United States is fairly well known for its military. And there's 200,000 women in the military, or more than 200,000 women in the military, and they all have families. And how do you balance that? How do you parent from afar? Traditionally, it's all been about the focus of men going off to war. But I think this turns it on its ear to see what happens when the mother, which is the primary bond with the child, leaves. That happens not only in the military, but anyone who's trying to hold down a job and have a career.
Right.
So how do you balance that?
Right. It is definitely a universal story. I'm looking forward to seeing it tonight.
I hope you enjoy it.
Definitely. Last two questions. What was one of the biggest challenges in getting the film made as an indie filmmaker or a producer? And then also, what was one of the brightest spots?
Well, I'd say let's start with the brightest spot. I mean, I think the brightest spot is seeing it all come together and seeing, you bake all these different ingredients and you hope that it holds. And so when you finish watching the film and it has such a tremendous response, you think, okay, that came out well. And it has resonance. Does it have resonance for people? It has resonance for us, and we're hoping that carries over resonance for the audience. So we have a sold out tonight. We'll see if it does.
All right.
And then in terms of the challenges, I think the biggest challenge for any film is the same thing. So many moving parts. How do you keep so many moving parts together in a cohesive unit and have it come together? And I think it's very much the testament of the director, who's also the writer, and one of the producers, Claudia Myers, that she was able to have such great vision and hold on to that vision. She worked on this film for 5 years before it came to me. And when she handed it to me, it was one of the best scripts I've ever read. And that's what I really look for, is really well-written scripts. She had done her homework, and she had really been on point with it on all steps. So I give all the credit in the world to her.
Excellent, excellent. Well, again, congratulations. I'm looking forward to seeing the film. Have a great time tonight.
Thank you very much. I just want to say one more thing. I really want to thank the DC Office of Motion Picture and Television Development. They really supported the film. They support DC filmmakers, and Claudia is one of their filmmakers of the month.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks again.
Yeah, good talking to you.
Thank you.
I just ran into one of the associate producers of Fort Bliss, Mr. Mike Hardy. Mike, thanks for coming on the show, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you excited to see the film tonight, the East Coast premiere?
Yeah, I am. It's been years in the making. I started working on this film in 2011, so 3 years.
Okay, wow. And you're a retired military,
Yeah.
correct?
Yep.
So what does a film like this mean to you?
This film means a lot because it shows the Army realistically what goes on in the field, what goes on at home. And so I'm very proud that this film will show people who don't know the military what it looks like.
Right, and on the eve of Memorial Day, I think this is a perfect way to celebrate fallen soldiers as GI Film Festival's Real Stories, Real Heroes, right? So I guess being retired military and then also with this film, what does it mean for you to celebrate Memorial Day with the East Coast premiere?
Oh, this is amazing. I mean, I spent many Memorial Days in the military in uniform. This film festival is from the heart. It's my people, for us, by us, and I just really love that.
Okay, great. What do you see for the future of the film? Obviously, congratulations with distribution with Cannes. So what else do you see for the future of the film?
We're very happy that Phase 4 took us on as our distributor. Very happy that we have Voltage Pictures as our sales, international sales, and we're very happy to be in movie theaters in the fall. So I think this movie will do very well, and I hope we get many more awards because the team is fantastic, and we're very, very happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again. Have fun tonight.
All right.
Have fun.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right. You're welcome. Kevin Sampson of Picture Lock.
And I'm Jason Fraley of WTOP Radio, and we're here with Claudia Myers, the writer and director of Fort Bliss. Claudia, we talked like a couple days ago on WTOP. How is it to finally be here? You know, you've been looking forward to this. Now we're actually standing on the red carpet. Everyone's dressed up. There's a line down the street. What's it like?
Oh, it's really exciting. I always wanted to screen at the GI Film Festival. I felt like this was a perfect place to have our East Coast premiere, and I'm so happy that we're here.
And, personally, Jason and I, we actually studied under you. And so, first off, I'm proud of you. To be here, to win the Best Narrative, as we were talking with John earlier, and that he said the fact that, it's from the military that's actually putting you in that. How does that feel to receive that honor?
I think it's definitely one of the more meaningful awards we could get, to be recognized within the GI Film Festival as being a feature that they feel is worthy of an award. It feels really, really good.
Now, right to my right is Michelle Monaghan, the Michelle Monaghan. How did you get her onto this film? She just responded well to the script, or how did you go down to cast her of anyone?
Oh, I think Michelle was in my mind from the beginning. I think she did respond to the script. I think that was the first thing. I think it was a character she hadn't played. I think it was an opportunity to do something really different. And the character she plays, Maggie Swan, there are just so many different sides to her character and so many different dimensions that. And she's a really versatile actress, but I thought it was an opportunity for her to show a range all within the same role. She hadn't done.
One question I have is, we're on the eve of Memorial Day, and after doing this film, this is a labor of love for you. It's been like over 5 years just getting it to here. So what does Memorial Day mean to you now, having completed the film and gone through this process, all the research that it took?
I mean, I think it's part of a journey. It's part of a longer journey. Now that we have distribution, we're already looking ahead to the fall. And really what we're trying to do is get the word out. Hopefully audiences will respond to the film. I'm hoping that it'll spark some real discussion. People might not always agree with the choices that her character makes in the film, and that's part of the hope, that it will actually get people energized in talking about some of these issues.
Absolutely. And just a few minutes ago, the two of us talked to little Oaks Fegley. I mean, we had to crouch down, but what will it be like? Will you be peeking out of the corner of your eye to see how he's enjoying just the experience of taking it all in on the big screen?
Absolutely. Although he's seen the film before. We had our West Coast premiere at the Newport Beach Film Festival, and he sat through the whole movie. He did cover his eyes a few times, but...
Yeah.
Well, Claudia, thanks so much. This is great. Enjoy it, soak it all up, and really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm here with the lovely Michelle Monaghan, and I actually just got to watch the film, and I must say you did a wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And like I said, it's not just because you're right in front of me.
Thank you.
So, I really enjoyed the film. What really resonated with me was just the authenticity of your character, of the situation that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
But what attracted you to the material?
Well, I think what initially attracted to me was a story that I had read that I'd never heard before, truly. And I think as a civilian, someone that has not been a part of the military or has had family part of the military, I feel as if I've been somewhat sheltered, really. And that's not a good thing. And this sheds some light on the sacrifices that our soldiers, as well as their families, make on day to day. And it's not just going to war and that there's a death toll. There's truly an emotional toll that takes place with the families. There's huge sacrifices and challenges that they face. And so I really connected to it emotionally. I connected to it as a mother, and I really wanted an opportunity to share this story.
Yeah, and you know, your character is on this pendulum swing between control, right? And even your uniform, there was like a couple of scenes where we just go back to you in front of the mirror. And I wanted to know, what were you thinking as, you know, you fixed but that control, I could tell that you were really playing that out.
You know, I think there is a certain, you know, I think soldiers would agree that there's a particular discipline that you have when you're a soldier, and I think that is who she is. She has a real strong sense of self, a real strong sense of duty. She's a nurturer, and I think that she's conflicted all at the same time. You know, it's not an easy thing to be a mother in any career and then have to go to work, let alone going to work and sort of living with the fact that you may never come back as well. I mean, that's a very big choice to make. And so there were a lot of thoughts going on in my head.
Okay, great. I think one of the things that I was thinking about is just watching the film overall, I too am a father, and she's 2 years old, so I'm just getting to that stage where it's that daddy, daddy. But can you talk a little bit about how your character has to not only come back from war, but now winning your son back over to you?
Yeah, I think that's the major challenge. You know, she's downrange. She feels very comfortable there. She's in her element, really. And then after 15 months of coming home and having to be forced, essentially, to reconnect with your own child and not being able to in the way that you want is heartbreaking and heart-wrenching for any parent. Unfortunately, so many parents face that. So that was I think that's really what got me at the core of it. You know, we don't hear about these things. I think there's a real disconnect between civilians and people in uniform, and we don't quite understand and quite appreciate what they go through on a daily basis.
Right. 2 more questions. One, what was it like working with Oaks Fagley?
Oh my gosh.
He was awesome, right?
Come on, I just want to hug that little all the time. He's so cute. He's just amazing. He's such a fine little actor, always smiling, and you know, it was wonderful working with him. I loved him.
Awesome. Claudia is actually my former professor at AU.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
So
Must be
it's pretty
so
awesome.
happy.
Yeah, definitely proud of her.
Yeah.
Last question. In terms of the film Fort Bliss, what is it that you want? What message do you want for audiences to receive?
Well, I just want people to be exposed to it. I want people to see it. And I want people to appreciate what our troops, our soldiers go through. I want them to understand that they're people just like us. I think what the beauty of this film does is it humanizes the soldier, and I think that's something that we don't see enough of in real life. So I hope they see that.
Well, I think they definitely will. I know I will. I can't wait to write my review, and I'm definitely a supporter of the film.
Thank you very, very much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's all for this episode. I'd like to thank Brandon Millett and Laura Law Millett for allowing Picture Lock Show to come out to the GI Film Festival. What better a way to celebrate Memorial Day than with a week-long celebration of films dedicated to the real stories and the real heroes of Memorial Day. You can catch Picture Lock Show at picturelockshow.com, facebook.com/picturelockshow, twitter.com/picturelockshow for movie reviews, news, and always to get free screenings to movies in the DMV area. I'm Kevin Sampson. Thanks for watching.